We made it. We made it. We made it. We made it to the end of the year. Welcome to another episode of I Got Questions. I am your host, Kadie, the hostess with the mostest, the podcast that is podcasting, the podcast where I share my professional, non-professional, unsolicited advice about the questions that troubles our minds. And trust me, we always have questions. Welcome back to another episode. This is the final episode for this season. And as I said before in a previous episode, we're coming back bigger and better in January. So stay tuned. But on to the matter at hand. We are at the end of 2024. Yes, we made it. And as we approach the end of the year, it's really time for me, at least I take this time to reflect and look back. Yes, reflect and look back is the same thing, but you get my point. To reflect and look ahead. And so, of course, this episode's question is, what reflections do we carry into the new year? At least, I don't know about you, but I know for me, we're going to talk about it. Yes. As this time of year comes, to a close, I often find myself thinking about what I've learned and how I've grown and what I could or can carry forward into the next year. It is such a powerful time for introspection and intention setting. And I can't speak for anybody else, but my planners have been burning up with all the amazing things that I have planned for 2025. First on the docket, finish bachelor's degree. Second up, graduation. And we're not even going to talk about the planning of traveling because my passport is going to be on fire next year. So excited. I am looking forward. 2024 has been a year of transformation for me. Really and truly embracing change, stepping out of my comfort zone, setting boundaries, just doing the most, saying no, leaning into my yeses, traveling. Oh, what year. And of course, I'm wrapping up this year from Colorado. Yes, I live in the Caribbean, so of course, I want the snow. And I don't speak for all Caribbean people. Not all of them like the cold. Me, on the other hand, yes, I am here for the snow. And I'm hoping it snows on Christmas morning. Will it? Will it not? I'm just kidding. Either way, I'm going to be happy. I am just so grateful, so thankful for each and every one of you that have tuned in to this podcast to listen to me ramble on and talk about everything about my life. And thank you guys for sharing your questions. Special thank yous to the guests who have come on to share their thoughts and perspectives on things. I appreciate each and every one of you. And I cannot thank you enough. Cannot thank you enough. So I am in a state of reflection, and most times I want to cry because I am overwhelmed with the love and joy and support that you guys have offered me, throughout this year. This experience has really made me realize how important it is to really appreciate, the contributions people make to your lives and how they impact them. I've definitely, appreciated the success that has come as a result of having each and every one of you as part of my journey. I'm very happy with the lessons that I've learned, and I'm definitely looking forward to leaning into the new year wholeheartedly. I reflect on my highs and my lows, the lessons I've learned and the experience that has shaped me. And Again, I cannot thank each and every one of you enough for being a part of this journey with me. Not just on my podcast, but for those of you who know me, you know, I keep asking myself, what are the lessons that I've learned this year? And how am I going to make sure that the lessons I've learned stick with me and are not repeated? And I invite you the same way to ask yourself as you reflect on this year, what are the lessons that you've learned? And how are you using these lessons to shape your next chapter? Because you see, for me, there's an importance in reflecting. And I've said it 1,000 times. There's an important reason to reflect on each chapter of your life. One, I definitely gain clarity. For me, reflecting, really helps me to review all the things that truly matter to me and can reveal patterns in the way I have done things, and help me to change or reinforce the things that are important. I have a state of gratitude. When I reflect, it gives me, that inner peace that I need. I am such a thankful person. And by acknowledging my experiences and by acknowledging the contributions each and every one of you have given me over the past how many years you've known me has really helped to shape the person I am. And I can't find any other way to say thank you. I mean, when I get rich, I'll try not to switch. Okay. I'll remember all you little people. Yes. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. But I am so grateful. And this year, one really key thing I noted is I was intentional. I was definitely intentional with the goals I set out, and I'm so happy to see that my intentions have come through and have allowed me to be the version of Kadie that you're listening to right now. And as I wrap this year up, I look forward to how all of these things that I have put in place are going to help me to move forward. And of course, as I said before, I am really understanding the importance of reflecting. And I take 4 steps, not 5, just being extra, 4 things that I am doing, as we speak to really help me review 2024. I'm journaling. I'm definitely setting aside time just to, write down what are my biggest challenges that I faced, what I accomplished that made me super proud. Hashtag making the dean's list 4 times. Hey, talk to your girl. As I said, I'm basically a scholar. Okay. But yeah, I definitely love that. I review the goals that I set for myself, and I hope you're doing too. I hope you are doing it too. Set them goals. Which ones did you achieve? Which ones you just like, ugh, this did not work out. And of course, note why. Why did this not work out? Of course, my gratitude, because your girl stays in a place of thankfulness. Okay. I remind myself all the amazing things that have happened this year. And yes, bad things have happened. So what? From all good situations, bad things can happen. From all bad situations, good things can happen. I choose to be positive. And my 4th parts of reflecting this year, celebration. My oh my, do I love to celebrate. Big, small, in between, round town, uptown, downtown, and parade. Yes, I celebrate my small wins because those small steps lead to big wins. And I am learning to stay in the moment with those achievements. So I'm definitely about to set my intentions for the new year. And as I transition into a new year, see, I know it's essential that these intentions are based on my reflection of myself, my reflection of the year, my reflection of where I want to be. I want my future self to be proud of the version of me now. And I know sometimes it can feel overwhelming when you're trying to set these intentions. You don't know how they're going to come about. You don't know how these goals are going to pan out. But that's not the focus. When you decide to go on a trip, you book the ticket. You know you're going to get on a plane, but that's about all that you know. At least you assume you're going to make it to the airport because something could happen that could derail that. Something could happen. There's a cow in the road down the street that's blocking traffic. Now you're going to be late. You get to the airport and the pilot is drunk. That's another issue. These are things that are not within your control, so stop focusing on them. Your goals is what you should be focusing on, and the goal is to take that trip. When it's all said and done, focus on the trip. Where are you going? When you sit on that plane and you land in wherever it is, you get up, you're like, all right, well, whew, the things that you were thinking about earlier no longer matter. The cow in the road, the drunk pilot. Granted, that might be a bit of an issue. We're going to talk about that later. But stay focused at all times. What is the end goal here? What am I working towards? So I am definitely going to be reflecting, going to be setting my intentions, making sure my goals are clear, and then just moving towards them. There are going to be obstacles, and for each one you clear, that just makes you stronger. And as you move to the next level, you won't be dealing with the same problems you did the last time. You go to next level. And each of those that you step over, again, you keep moving on. I am setting such clear intentions. One of them, self-care. I know I am happy to take care of everybody else but myself. So one of the intentions I said is I will prioritize self-care and cultivate balance in my life. Another one I'll share is I will approach challenges with curiosity and an open mind. And of course, why not give you a third one? Because I stays in trees. I will nurture my relationship with those who support me. I am learning to go where I'm celebrated, not tolerated. And that was hard. But I've learned so many lessons this year. And I want to look at 2025 and say, yep, I did that. I had my goals, I had my intentions, I had obstacles, I had trials. But here we are. Here we are. We did it. Just like I'm doing right now for 2024. What do you want to create in 2025? Create that vision. Create that vision board. Look at what that looks like. What does future you want? Remember the importance of reflection. It is a vital tool for personal growth and to set the stage for the next chapter of your life. This is a time for you to honor your journey, acknowledge your lessons, and set meaningful intentions for the future. I know I am, and I'd love to hear from you again. Share with me what lessons you are carrying into the new year. Of course, you can connect with me here through the comments. You can connect with me on social media at I Got Questions with a K, whether it be TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, you name it, I am there. Or, of course, because I'm global now, wherever you get your podcasts. Just search I Got Questions with a K, and there I am. I want to hear from you, so comment and share for me one thing, one lesson that you are carrying into the new year. I know for me, as I said, it is being intentional with the things I do, approaching life with curiosity and being open-minded. I can't thank you again enough as I close out this season. Thank you to each and every one of you that have been a part of my journey, that have come on, that have listened, that have shared supportive thoughts, that have given me feedback, that have held my foot to the fire. This version and this chapter of my life wouldn't be the same without you. So thank you for joining me for this season's final episode of I Got Questions. Of course, when we come back next season, we will be diving into even more thought-provoking questions. But until next time, when we resume, I want you to embrace life's journey, stay curious, and keep asking those questions. Again, I'm your host, Kadie, and I got questions.